Malique Ewin, double-double. If he can just stay the course, a couple breakdowns defensively. If he can just stay the course, okay? You saw Meleek Thomas light it up. He took one shot, grabbed it, threw it, grabbed it, it came out to him, and he just launched it. I'm like, Maleek! And it went in. Great shot, kid. Way to go. And I almost have to let him do some of the stuff because it's who he is. He is a shot maker. He is a guy that's not afraid. And what Maleek is giving us is that one more size inside that makes us pretty good. I apologize to the guys during the game. Should have called a timeout so the kid couldn't run it up the court and shoot a layup. I was going to until I said, do they have a timeout? No. I did not want to give them a chance to talk to their team. I should have called the timeout, and I didn't. So almost cost us the game. They fought, and we won it anyway, but that was and I told them, I'm hoping I help you win many more games than I create something that has us lose.
Questions for players. We'll start at the front on the right.
Yeah, Meleek Thomas, just for you as a freshman in your first, go around with postseason college basketball, just to, have such a big impact in this game to get you guys to the tournament final. Just what is that like for you? And I guess just what was the defense giving you that worked today?
I would really just say it's a dream come true. First off, something I always dreamed about, to be on the biggest stage and just battle with my team, which is what happened today. That was evident, but and I would just say the defense, they played me to their best ability. It's just when I'm going, I feel it's hard to stop me from going.
Back to the front, right.
Yeah, Malique Ewin, for you, obviously, you guys went on a 6-0 run in the second half that gave you guys the lead when it was kind of going back and forth. And you guys never actually trailed after that point. 2 big dunks for you. Just for you in this game, I guess just Ole Miss being a more physical team, just how important was that? How important was that little stretch there? And I guess just how important was it for you guys to win the physicality battle?
It was really important. They're a really good team. And we just try to out-rebound them and just do the little things to get the win.
Please identify which Maleek you would like to talk to.
For either one of the Maleeks, when you play a close game like you did last night, you sneak out with the win there. You come back, you play another game just like that today. What is that like mentally to play 2 postseason games in less than 24 hours that are both down to the wire and both living and dying on every play?
I would really just say it's amazing in my opinion because we battle so much and we fight so much through the season. So you see all types of teams, they throw all types of defense at you. So up to this point, we done seen every defense, every scheme, everything. So like Coach Cal says, it's just a will to win at this point. You just got to want it more than the other team, and it came down to us just doing just a little bit extra than the other 2 teams that we played to get it done.
Back to the front row on the right.
Yeah, Malique Ewin, for you, you're an experienced guy, and going through this season. Just how important has not just your experience, but the experience of other guys on this team been in this SEC tournament run so far?
Our experience is important. Nick Pringle he been through different teams, and he been through this plenty of times, won it, and he was just giving us a little thoughts of what he think about it, and how we could go out there and get the win.
Right here in the center. Left center.
Hey, for Malique Ewin, Ole Miss went a little smaller today. As a big guy, do your eyes just light up when you see a smaller lineup in the interior?
Say it again.
Said Ole Miss went a little smaller today in the post. Do your eyes light up when you see a smaller lineup in the interior?
Yes. I ain't even hear what he said.
Do you like their smaller lineup?
Oh, yes.
Any more questions for the players? Okay, gentlemen, you're dismissed.
Thank y'all.
So let me say this. I love bragging about coaches. And the job Chris did, think about they struggled this year. And all of a sudden, at the end of the year, not only is their team playing, but individuals have gotten better through that struggle. And I thought, again, I'm watching them. Look, we've gotten better. We didn't play that bad. They just didn't give up. And you think about what they've done and how he's done it, it's amazing. But I'm happy with our guys and what we did, but that was a hard-fought game.
Start in the front. If you guys would just slide the microphone all the way down.
Coach, tomorrow's the first time that Arkansas will have played in the SEC Tournament Championship since 2017 when you beat them with Kentucky. What does it mean to take Arkansas back to the SEC Championship game, and what do you remember from the last time that they were in it when you coached them at Kentucky and beat Arkansas?
I remember we won the game. But we always had wars back then, too. And so, and some will get mad at me, but I think when you're talking about 3 games in 3 days, most important thing is taking it off this tournament and making it about our growth as a team. It's about holding our seed or improving our seed. And so you have something to play for that's bigger than that. And I think over the years, whether I was at UMass Memphis or at Kentucky and now here, it leads them to play better. There's less on their plate. I told them after, I said, if we had lost that game, I would have took all the responsibility. I want them to just play. They're young. I can take it. And but I thought we did stuff when we had to. Darius just played okay until the end. And then all of a sudden he's making every play and every free throw. And but I'm proud of these guys. Going to be a really hard game. I mean, we've gotten better. So is Vandy. Vandy is like, what? Now, Tanner's back to being what he was. He took a couple weeks off, and now all of a sudden he's back to even being better. And now 2 or 3 other guys step up. And you're like, who the heck? When did he, So whatever happened in the first game means nothing in this game. Nothing. Just like what happened to us with Oklahoma or Mississippi the first time. It had no bearing on this game. It's going to be a hard game.
Front right.
Coach Georgia Reese, TSTV Sports. I was going to say Vanderbilt's head coach said for Vandy fans to pack it out, and then today y'all had a pretty intense fans behind you. How excited are you for this matchup tomorrow, just considering your home crowd, and how does that play a part in building your momentum on the court?
Well, it's more about our state. It's more about the university and the athletic department, where we're bringing everybody together. And they're being there. And I've always said, wherever I go, I want 1,000 people to say, without me, Cal couldn't have done that. And you also want the fans to understand they play a part in this, and they then feel a part of it. And that means they are connected. They do adopt the kids. That's my grandson I love. And every one of these kids is a star in their own right when you do this right, because everybody is going to love somebody different. But let me say this. Terrific young people that I have on this team. And obviously we recruit that. And when you have that kind of character, 1, they can be coached. And 2, they'll care about one another. It's the only way you build a team. And if they aren't that way and they don't care about anybody else but themselves, you can't build a team. And it's no fun coaching. This has been fun for me. Now, last night was ridiculous. We got to change this so you're not playing at 1 a.m. I mean, it was hard on those guys. Really hard on me. So now we got, how many hours later?
19.
So we go 19 hours and we got to play another game. I cannot take a nap today. Why? You can't sleep at night if you take a nap. So that means I got to stay up after getting like 3.5, 4 hours sleep. And that's why I didn't call that timeout, by the way, because I didn't have enough rest to think right. But no, this team deserves all this. I remember last year at this time, at one point we were 0-5, but we were 6-10 and had to win our last two to come here and win a game to get in the NCAA tournament. And now we're playing for a seed. Can we improve our seed? I think so. And if we can't, then why are we having this tournament? Especially on Sunday. If one of us does something and doesn't move, I just don't know why we still do this. But I'm not a big tournament guy. Never have been.
We'll continue to the right, front.
Yeah, for Meleek Thomas, he didn't have his most efficient game against Oklahoma, but then to come out and do what he did today, I guess just what does that say about him at his age to be able to step up in those kind of big moments?
There is no one that would say to Malik anything that would lead him to believe he's not as good a player as anybody in the country. He has otherworldly now confidence. Like he could run for president someday, because you got to be that way. You got to have so much otherworldly confidence that you're the best. He's that way. So I have to let him do some crazy stuff. But I get on him, but he'll look at me like, you're nuts. You don't even know how good I am. And I love that. I love it. Darius is different, but the same way. Exactly the same way. But they both gotten that because they live in the gym. They're both gym rats. Any moment they can be in the gym, they're in there.
Far right.
You mentioned Darius earlier, maybe struggling a little bit early in the game, turning the ball over a few times, but was clearly big to help you guys close this thing
down
out.
The stretch.
Yeah, and last night, too, helped you close the game out. But what does that say about him to where maybe, as good as he is, if he does struggle, you don't worry about him, I guess, at all in closing time?
The same reason. He has that otherworldly confidence that he will make the play. And for those two to be able to do that, you can't be afraid of not making the play. It makes no bearing. If you miss it, I'm making the next one. What? That was the game winner and you just missed it. Well, it went to overtime. Now I'll make the next two. That's fine. And you have to have that mentality that you're not afraid to miss the game winner. And neither one of those two are. They'll shoot it. Even if I say pass, they'll shoot it.
Last question, far right.
John, last year in Providence at the NCAA tournament, you spoke about embracing your underdog again and your underdog roots. Now that you've gone through this season at Arkansas, you're in the SEC championship. You obviously are going to have a 4-seed-ish in the NCAA tournament. Has there been some satisfaction in bringing Arkansas to that next step and bringing Arkansas back where you aim to?
Yeah, that's all stuff. When I'm done doing this, I'll probably look back and have my toes up in the sand somewhere and think, wow, we had a good run. But not now. I mean, I don't have a rear view mirror in my car. I just look out the front window and let's keep going. And so, that's all nice. If you do this long enough, there's good stuff that happens. And I've tried to make sure I stay focused on young people. How about Bam had 83 points? How do you score 83 points in an NBA game with other NBA players? Crazy. I've had 12 guys score 50 points in that league. And I held them all back if you talk to them. How did we get on that?
You did coach talk.
Anything else for me, folks, so I can go back and watch tape?